So I'd love to start off, we throw this term functional medicine around a lot, and many people don't even know what it means. So if you could just give us a quick description of what functional medicine actually is, that would be really helpful.
Oh, sure. I tell you, I'll give maybe a little background real quick. So kind of the healthcare that most people are more familiar with in the United States, Western Europe, is what they call allopathic medicine. Mm-hmm. And it gets kind of a moniker of traditional allopathic medicine. So medicine is a lot different now, though, than it used to be. So medicine, the traditional allopathic model that most people experience is symptom control. One medicine for one symptom, not really going after the underlying mechanism, but just putting a bandage on it. And because you're not really fixing the underlying mechanism, you end up with one medicine, two medicines, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you keep getting health issues one after another as time goes on. And then there's a form of healthcare called integrative medicine, which then combines sort of the best of the traditional allopathic model with more natural ways to get the body to be healthy and to reverse chronic disease. And then functional medicine, I think, takes that another step farther, where we primarily are looking at the absolute underlying mechanism of all chronic disease. And by actually incorporating a lot of the traditional allopathic way of thinking, well, let's do tests. Okay, the traditional allopathic model is let's do tests to find out, something, and then we'll base our intervention on that. And so let's check your blood pressure. Oh, it's high. Here's an antihypertensive medicine, for example, in traditional allopathic medicine, where integrative medicine might be, oh, you have high blood pressure. Well, there could be some relaxation, some nutrition stuff, but then here's this herb that you might want to try too. Or functional medicine, I think, I like it because it dives even deeper, says, okay, so what is truly the underlying mechanism of whatever health issue you have? Let's do testing to be able to pinpoint exactly why you have this. And then that gives us some really great information to go on to then reverse that chronic health issue totally. And you don't even need a medication, and you don't need the medication with its long-term side effects. And by actually addressing the underlying mechanism of that, let's say the first thing, or the first 10 things, depending on how many things come in, you're actually doing your very best due diligence to prevent them from getting new stuff. So it's not just, well, we'll take care of the symptom and then we'll wait for something new and I'll give you another medicine. You're actually doing your due diligence and fixing the underlying mechanism that caused the issues, but then you just don't get stuff as time goes on because you've turned around this issue. Now you're in a much better position never to get autoimmune disease, breast cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia, cardiovascular disease, depression, anxiety, you name it, kind of a thing. And so, but you're kind of using the scientific data that we have to diagnose the reason, but also the scientific data. And I really think functional medicine is the most scientific data-driven form of medicine because we know so much about this stuff, and everything we do is based on this. Versus the Western traditional allopathic model, it's estimated that only about 30% of what happens every day is actually scientifically based. The other 70% is, well, this is just kind of how we've done it forever. This is kind of what one of my professors said when I was in school.
Right.
And I looked through data for that because he was super smart, but actually he was telling you to do this because he was told to do this, and there really is no scientific data behind it. So functional medicine is super, super science driven, and that really puts us in such a great position to take these really stubborn, what we tend to think of stubborn chronic health issues, and reverse them, but also we can actually prevent them, including hopefully we'll have time to get into how you actually prevent them. By taking care of somebody who's alive right now, we can actually prevent it in the next 4 generations.